So, Sel, did the win versus the Vikings change your opinion of the Cowboys?
No, not at all, because I already had a high opinion of the Cowboys. Maybe mutual. I'll find out from you later. But I already thought that they were a top-tier team in this league. And also, this couldn't move me off my opinion one way or the other, because this is the same team that last year, that was a lesser team, went out there after a bye week and went on the road and beat the same Minnesota Vikings and beat them in similar fashion. Both wins came down to the fourth quarter. In both those situations, took a late lead in the fourth quarter. Vikings do. Cowboys get the ball, 2 minutes to go, and oh, my God, the fortunes of the Cowboys change, and they win a game without Dak Prescott. How many games did Dak Prescott win last year? You and I always have this conversation and argument. One-ish?
1.5.
I knew it. I knew it.
Change.
One-y. All right, one-ish, 1.5, somewhere in that range. They won 6 in totality, right? Remember the Cowboys last year, that sorry team? So if that team wins 6 games without their star franchise quarterback, that means 4-ish of those games came from others, right? This Cowboys team, those others, are checking those necessary boxes on the road to the riches. That's why my opinion didn't change of the Cowboys. My opinion of the Cowboys didn't change because most people in this world don't realize something until it's already been realized, right? Our rearview mirror is clearer than our windshield. Like, yeah, that. You know what? That decision made sense. Oh, we won without him. Oh, my God, look at us. We're showing mental resolve. Our team is tough. We're ironclad fist. But when it's happening in the moment, we just kind of like, whatever. I'm looking at this Dallas Cowboys team is now checking all the necessary boxes to show everybody, but more importantly themselves, that they are ready for anything that comes their way. The adversity that may come from the outside or even some of the challenges that come within. Point being, Dallas Cowboys top tier before this game and certainly after.
My opinion definitely changed. And I'm not too proud to admit, Sel, that my opinion of the Cowboys vastly changed after yesterday's performance. The Cowboys have the best team in the National Football League. When you can remove your best player and you can still go out there to Minnesota, when your left tackle, future Hall of Famer Tyron Smith, gets hurt during the course of the game, and your backup quarterback can outperform their starting quarterback.
Yeah.
And you can beat the Vikings on a primetime game, you got the best team in the NFL, talent-wise. Because if you remove Dak and y'all still were talented enough to win on the road, your receivers still balled, Zeke still did what he had to do in totality, and most importantly, the defense held a Vikings offense that was top 5 to 278 yards. The Vikings offense that averaged over 400. You held Kirk Cousins to 184 yards. Kirk Cousins, who averaged 285. You held Dalvin Cook to 78 rushing yards. And Dalvin Cook, who averaged 90 plus. Then you got the best team in the NFL, talent-wise. Now, did my opinion change of the Dallas Cowboys as far as where they fall in the NFC? No. It didn't change my opinion of them being the 4th best team in the NFC behind the likes of the Rams, the Packers, the Buccaneers. It did not change that opinion, but it definitely changed my opinion of what they can do without Dak Prescott. Without Dak Prescott prior, I was like, man, the Cowboys, they'll win some, but they're going to lose more than they can win. But if we being real, America, if the Cowboys just beat the Vikings on the road with Cooper Rush, who cannot they not beat the rest of the season, even without Dak?
Let's go.
They got the Broncos next. They got the Falcons after that. Then you got the Chiefs who ain't playing well. You got the Raiders, you got the Saints, you got the Cardinals. The only teams that the Cowboys cannot beat, even without their starting quarterback, is the Raiders, I would say, the Cardinals, I would say, and the Saints. Outside of that, Cooper Rush can have the Cowboys finish at 13-4. This Cooper Rush can lead the Cowboys to 13-4.
They're that talented to you.
They are that good of a team. So that is how my opinion changed.
Well, look, they ain't beating the Saints.
Of course, I said Saints. They not beating the Cardinals. They not beating the Raiders.
Yeah, put the Saints, flip the Saints. They could beat Trevor Siemian. Like, we're going to get Cam Newton? If they get Cam Newton, maybe not.
Focus on this.
Okay, let's stay on this topic. Damn, I'm trying to get that Cam in that topic. Cam, get a job, damn it, so we can talk some Cam. Damn. Cowboys. I don't understand you. 1, I actually watched this show. 2, I'm in this show. So 3, it's like, really, I'm like invested in all this, in this show. A-Block, you argue me. Rams, best team in the NFL.
Rams are the best team. Cowboys have the best team. You smart enough to know the difference, Columbia.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're trying to do right now. I think you're trying to protect yourself for later conversations in case the Cowboys actually are the best team with the most talent. Because I don't know what fence you're running on right now, but your jeans are ripping.
Here's how I'm going to break it down. I think the Cowboys have the most talent. If the Cowboys play the Rams will win. So the Cowboys have the best team, but having the most talent isn't as relevant as what you do with the talent that you have. So I'm saying that after watching the game, the Cowboys have the most talented roster in the National Football League.
I was scared you were going to go there. Yes, go ahead.
The Rams are the better team.
Okay.
The Cowboys have more talent, but just because you have talent does not make you better. What do you do with that talent?
Okay, who's better, Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush? Okay, funny. Okay, so if you're going with the lesser, but your team still gets the ultimate prize, which is the W, then it's a little more than talent in this conversation and the process of making you get that W, right? It's not just talent-based because
of course.
We went out there a little under in terms of our talent, a little undermanned, right? So that means that something else is at play. And if there's something else at play, then it's not just a talent conversation when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys.
What else is at play?
Coaching.
Yes, sir.
And you know what kind of coaching? It starts at the top. Like in everything in this world with the head coach, Mike McCarthy.
Yes, sir.
I have boxed you in, is what they say. Right now, I want you to highlight and I want you to also praise Mike McCarthy in this moment because he went out there with Cooper Rush and just beat Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook on the road. And it wasn't a talent conversation. Yeah, you still got your receivers. Yeah, you still got your running game. Yeah, you still got your defense. But even that defense was porous last year when you got that W. So all these improvements, despite some places were not as talented, has to mean that it was coaching more so than physical talent.
And here's my take. Yes, it was coaching.
Thank you.
But who are we going to attribute the coaching to?
Don't do it.
I still like Sean McVay, head coach of the Rams, more than I like Mike McCarthy. But if you want to start talking about subordinates, that's different. If you want to start talking about Dan Quinn, I can rock with you. If you want to start talking about Kellen Moore, I can rock with you. If you want to talk headman to headman, Mike McCarthy to McVay, I like McVay. But for me, the difference maker for the Cowboys is not Mike McCarthy.
Why?
The difference maker, if you're going to give some credit, we got to talk about their DC Dan Quinn. If you're going to give some credit, we got to talk about the OC.
What do you always say? I like to say isolate variables. You always like to say something else that doesn't make sense. I ain't go to UT. And you always say something where you're like, we want to focus in on something. It's something corny anyway. I'm sorry. I forgot it. But the point is, let's isolate these variables. Was Dan Quinn there last year?
No, sir.
Did they beat Minnesota on the road last year? Look at your face.
Sure, but I
would hate to be your brother.
When you have erroneous correlation.
It's not erroneous if you just walk with me. I walk with you so many places.
I know the Sue Fresh. I burn more calories.
I know the Sue Fresh and you want to limo, but damn it, walk with me for a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Was Dan Quinn there last year?
No, sir.
Okay, so Dan Quinn, we're not going to give you full credit for this win this year because last year they did it as well. Was Kellen Moore there last year? Yes, he was, right? And Kellen Moore is there this year. So if you look at Kellen Moore, is he empowered by someone? Is someone his boss? Is someone else telling him what he can and can't do because someone else has the full perspective and vision and is also just a championship head coach? Yes or no, Acho, please? Anybody?
Maybe. I'm not.
He's maybe a Super Bowl head coach now?
Oh, yes, he is a Super Bowl head coach. But is he empowered is where I'm saying maybe.
So Kellen Moore can just do what he want to do, huh?
Yes. Jerry Jones kept Kellen Moore.
Yeah. And you know who had to sign off on that? The guy who's
Jerry Jones.
And Mike McCarthy. Read your articles that I haven't read either. Point being, don't be making this beef. You got something else to say? Because I can get up off this.
Thing,
you gotta admit. Give Mike McCarthy some credit. He went out there with a backup and did something that he did not only last year, but this year. And he made the decision to sit Dak, which gives him even more rest coming off the bye week.